SwayamPrabha. Digital India. Educated India.
Good morning, dear students. Welcome to my class. This is lecture number 23. In this lecture, we will be discussing the emergence of Rajnith Singh as one of the most powerful ruler of Punjab. First of all, before going into the emergence of Punjab as a powerful state under the leadership of Rajnith Singh, let us start with the background behind the creation of the Punjab as an independent province under Maharaja Rajnith Singh. In one of the previous lectures, we discussed the decline and disintegration of the Mughal Empire resulted the development of independent states in India. There were successor states, newly created states, and these states were emerged consequent upon the disintegration of the Mughal Empire in India. Bengal, Oudh, and Hyderabad, they had earlier been the part of the Mughal Empire, but with the decline of the Mughal Empire, these asserted independence. But Punjab, which formed the part of the Mughal Empire, but in Punjab it was not developed as an independent state. Cutting is linked with the Mughal Empire. Zakaria Khan, he was the governor of Lahore. He was appointed by the Mughal ruler as the governor of Punjab. However, he had tried to strengthen his province, as in the case of Murshid Quli Khan in Punjab, Nizam ul Mulk Asaf Jah in Hyderabad, but this process ended in failure. The governor Zakaria Khan was not in a position to assert the independence of Punjab, as in the case of Hyderabad or Bengal or Oudh. There were certain reasons behind the failure of the Mughal governor in asserting the independence from Mughal authority. First of all, let us discuss the reasons why the Mughal governor in Punjab failed to assert his independence, as in the case of Hyderabad or in Bengal. In the 18th century, the Sikhism, which was a mass religion founded by Guru Nanak, from the religion it emerged as a powerful political movement in the 18th century, and it was directly aimed the Mughal imperial authority. With the Mughals, the Sikh had never-ending disputes. Why? It was during the period of Jahangir. Fifth Sikh Guru, Guru Arjan, was killed. In another incident, in 16 75, Aurangzeb killed 9th Sikh Guru. So, it was because of the assassination of Sikh Gurus by the Mughal emperors, the Sikh maintained never ending enmity with the Mughals. Guru Gobind Singh, he was the last Sikh Guru. He was died in the first decade of the 18th century. With the death of Guru Gobind Singh, the Guruship came to an end, and the leadership of the Sikh now passed into the hands of one of his trusted disciples, Bandhu Bahadur. With the death of Gobind Singh, Bandhu Bahadur became the leader of the Sikh in Punjab. As Guru Gobind Singh, Bandhu Bahadur also revolted against the Mughals. He rallied the peasants and the lower castes of the Punjab from Delhi to Lahore against the Mughals. He led military campaigns against the Mughals for 8 years, from 1707 to 1715. Because Bandhu Bahadur rallied together the lower caste and the peasants from Lahore to Delhi, the upper castes of Punjab stood against him because he championed the cause of the lower caste and the peasants of Punjab. It irked the upper caste. However, he revolted against the Mughal imperial authority with the support of the lower caste and the peasants. The Mughal authority was able to capture him, and Bandhu Bahadur was put to death. After the death of Bandhu Bahadur, the Sikhs organized themselves into a small and highly mobile bands called Jadas. It also created a serious challenge to the imperial Mughals. Now, we have to discuss how the invasions of Nadir Shah and Ahmad Shah Abdali provided a background for the decline of the Mughals and the emergence of Punjab as a powerful state. The invasion of Nadir Shah. He invaded India in 1739. He reached Delhi and massacred the citizens at Delhi and took away the immense wealth of Delhi. The Mughal ruler Muhammad Shah Rangila, he was unable to fight against Nadir Shah. The invasion of Nadir Shah shattered the Mughal imperial authority at Delhi. And Ahmad Shah Abdali, another invader. Ahmad Shah Abdali invaded India in 1761. He defeated the Marathas in the Third Battle of Panipat in 1761. It provided an opportunity to the Sikhs to rise into prominence. From 1765 to 1800, the Sikh was able to bring together the Punjab, Jammu under their control. During this time, they divided into 12 confederacies called missals. These confederacies operated in different parts of the province. Initially, all the members of this confederacy or missile enjoyed equal voice or equal power in deciding the affairs of his confederacy. But later, a shift took place under which powerful feudal chiefs and Semintans began to dominate these confederacies. The equality of power got shattered. The Semintans and powerful feudal chiefs came in to dominate the decisions of these confederacies. However, Punjab rose into prominence only during the period of Rajnith Singh. After the death of governor of Punjab, Zakaria Khan, he was the Mughal governor appointed by the Mughal imperial authority in Punjab. After his death, his three sons fought for governorship: Yahya Khan, Shahnawaz Khan and Mir Bagi. These three sons fought for governorship of Punjab after the death of Governor Zakaria Khan. Finally, the Mughal emperor agreed to appoint Yahya Khan as the governor of Punjab. But another son, Shahnawaz Khan, he forcefully captured the governorship of Punjab. Then Yahya Khan escaped to Delhi and asked help from Muhammad Shah Rangila to restore his lost position. Shahnawaz also solicited the help of Ahmad Shah Abdali, and a struggle broke out between Ahmad Shah Abdali and Mughal emperor. In the struggle between Mughal emperor and Ahmad Shah Abdali, the Wazir of the Mughal emperor Kamuruddin died. Mir Mannu, he was the son of Kamuruddin, the Wazir. Earlier he served as the Wazir of the Mughal imperial authority, and in the struggle between Muhammad Shah, the ruler of Mughal Empire, and Ahmad Shah Abdali, the Wazir Kamuruddin died. After the death of Kamuruddin, the Mughal Wazir, the son of Kamuruddin, Mir Mannu, he was appointed as the governor of Lahore. Even though Mir Mannu, the son of Mughal Wazir Kamuruddin, became the governor of Lahore, Ahmad Shah Abdali defeated Mir Mannu. Finally, the Afghans forced the emperor to cede Punjab, Kashmir and Sindh. Taimur Shah, son of Ahmad Shah, was appointed as the governor of Lahore. But the Faujdar of Jalandhar Doab, it was Adina Bek Khan, he, with the help of Marathas, expelled Taimur from Punjab. Now, with the help of the Marathas, the Afghans, led by Taimur Shah was expelled from Punjab. After expelling the Afghans from Punjab, the Marathas handed over Punjab to Adina Beg on an annual tribute of 75 lakh rupees to the Marathas. The Marathas in Western India now was a powerful force under Peshwa's rule, Balaji Bajirao, and they were able to expel the Afghan leader from Punjab and restored Punjab to the Sikh by getting an annual tribute of 75 lakh rupees. After the death of Adina Beg, Marathas appointed Khoja Mirza Jan as the governor of Lahore. Now Punjab became under the control of the Marathas. And this Maratha expulsion of the Afghans resulted another invasion of Ahmad Shah Abdali. The Afghans retaliated the Marathas since they expelled the Afghan governor from Punjab. Ahmad Shah Abdali led a powerful force against the Marathas, and they met at the historic battlefield of Panipat in 1761. The Maratha forces were led by Sadashiva Rao. Sadashiva Rao led the Maratha forces. Even though the Marathas mobilized a powerful army against Ahmad Shah Abdali in the Battle of Panipat, waged in 1761, the Marathas were defeated. These were the reasons why the Mughal governor was not in a position to establish independent authority in Punjab. The invasion of Ahmad Shah Abdali shattered not only the Marathas but also the Mughal power. As you have been told that the Marathas divided themselves into 12 missals or confederacies. Ranjit Singh was the son of Sugair Chagia missile chief Mahan Singh. He was only 12 years when his father died in 1792. After the death of his father, he inherited a small kingdom comprising Gurjanwala, Wazirabad, some areas in Sialkot, Rohtas, and Pint Dandan Khan. All these formed a small kingdom which Ranjit Singh inherited from his father. And during this time, these 12 Sikh confederacies were also fighting with each other to establish their own authority. In this background, Ranjit Singh assumed power in a small kingdom. This internal fighting among the confederacies of the Sikhs and the Afghan invasions led by Ahmad Shah Abdali and later Saman Shah. Saman Shah invaded India in 1795, 1796 and 1798. He was the successor of Ahmad Shah Abdali. And these intrigues and counter intrigues among the Sikh confederacies and the Afghan invasions led by Saman Shah provided an opportunity to Ranjit Singh to consolidate his power in Punjab. He was able to curb the power of the independent Sikh. Ranjit Singh was able to suppress these independent Sikh confederacies and one by one, and he was able to consolidate the Sikh power after defeating the Sikh confederacies one by one. Let us look at how Ranjit Singh suppressed the power of these independent Sikh confederacies and consolidate his power in Punjab. He started his expeditions against the chiefs of the Sikh confederacies. There were 12 Sikh confederacies. He brought into his control the Sikh confederacies one by one. Ram Gargyas, he was suppressed by Ranjit Singh. His first action was against Ram Gargyas for the encroachment of the territories possessed by Kankiyas. The Ram Gargyas was the first chief Ranjit Singh defeated, and his territories were brought under the control of Ranjit Singh. After the submission of Ram Gargyas, he turned his attention towards Lahore. It is served as the capital of Punjab. In 1797, Saman Shah, the Afghan leader, who had already established his control in Lahore, but Saman Shah was required to go back to his home country due to the internal strife in his home country. A conspiracy was hatched by his brothers to depose him. In this background, Saman Shah went to his home country. It provided a golden opportunity to Ranjit Singh to attack Lahore. When Saman Shah, the Afghan leader of Lahore, went to his home country after placing Lahore under the control of another Afghan leader, Ranjit Singh, he made alliances with Shahib Singh of Gujarat and Milka Singh of Pindiwala, attacked Lahore, and he occupied Lahore in 1799. After defeating the Afghan forces, Ranjit Singh was able to capture Lahore. After the capture of Lahore, he then annexed Amritsar from the Bangis, and there all territories were submitted to the control of Ranjit Singh, and after which Ranjit Singh laid the foundation stone of a sovereign Sikh monarchy in Punjab. And after subduing these principalities as well as Afghan leader, he also brought under his control other independent principalities. He subdued Jammu, Mirowal and Narowal, Sialkot, Dilwargarh, Wazirabad. These territories were brought under the control of Ranjit Singh. He also subdued, defeated Kangra chief Sansar Chand and the Padhan chief Nizamuddin of Kasur. They were defeated and their territories were brought under the control of Ranjit Singh. The Muslim principalities of Kabul monarchy like Jung and Sahiwal were also brought under the control of Ranjit Singh. In 1818, Multan surrendered to Misir Diwan Chand. He was the commander-in-chief of the Ranjit Singh forces. So, Multan was brought. Kashmir was brought under the control of Ranjit Singh in 1819. In 1820, Ranjit Singh became the ruler of entire Punjab. Then the Trans-Indus region of Dera Ismail, Dera Kasi Khan, Khairabad and Peshawar were all subjected to Ranjit Singh. All these territories were brought under the control of Ranjit Singh. However, he was a powerful ruler. His successors were not match for him. The intrigues and the counter intrigues which broke out among the ruling families in Punjab immediately after the death of Ranjit Singh, it was possible for the British to subjugate Punjab, and it was finally annexed to the British in 1849 during the period of Dalhousie as the Governor General of India. Now the Punjab lost its independence with the annexation of it to the British Empire. Now the relationship between the Sikh and the English East India Company during the period of Ranjit Singh. The British, after establishing their power in Punjab through the battles of Plassey and the battles of Bexar, two battles, battles of Plassey 1757 and Battle of Bexar 1764. With these two battles, Battle of Plassey and Battle of Bexar, the British was able to establish their supreme authority in Bengal in eastern India. Likewise, in South India, they completely defeated Mysore, Mysorean ruler Tipu Sultan in 1799. In South India, they defeated Mysorean ruler Tipu Sultan, and they defeated Marathas. In 1818, they defeated Marathas. In the Third Anglo-Maratha War, the British was able to defeat the powerful Marathas. And after defeating the Nawab of Bengal in eastern India and the powerful ruler Tippu in Mysore and the Marathas in western India, these Britishers were eagerly looking to Punjab to get annexed Punjab into British Empire. However, it was during the period of Ranjit Singh the British remained vigilant and they did not adopt any invasionist policy, expansionist policy towards Punjab during the period of Ranjit Singh. But a treaty was signed between Ranjit Singh and the English East India Company. This treaty came into known as Treaty of Amritsar. This treaty was signed in 1809, and under this treaty Ranjit Singh was required not to extend his territories beyond the sea Satluj, and Ranjit Singh was well aware of the military superiority of the British. That is why Ranjit Singh did not engage in extending his territory beyond Satluj. So, during the period of Ranjit Singh, from 1809 to 1813, with the signing of the Treaty of Amritsar in 1809 to 1839, when Ranjit Singh died, there was not major tension between English East India Company and the Sikh during this period. That is from the period of the signing of the Treaty of Amritsar in 1809 until 1839, when Maharaja Ranjit Singh died. Ranjit Singh was not allowed to go beyond Satluj areas. Likewise, the English also did not interfere in his dominions. But with the death of Ranjit Singh, hostilities broke out between the company and Punjab, and in the first Anglo-Sikh war waged between Punjab and English forces, the Sikh were defeated, and in 1846, after the defeat of the Sikhs in the first Anglo-Sikh war, subsidiary alliance established in Punjab. A British resident was stationed at Lahore. The British resident began to interfere the day-to-day administration of Punjab. A British troop was maintained at Lahore. The Lahore government was required to meet the expenses for the maintenance of these troops in Lahore. In 1849, the second Anglo-Sikh war broke out. In this war, the Sikh forces were defeated. Following the defeat of the Sikh forces in the second Anglo-Sikh war, Punjab got annexed to the British Empire in 1849 by the annexationist Dalhousie. Dalhousie annexed Punjab to the British Empire following the failure of the Sikh in the Second Anglo-Sikh War. Now, Punjab became the part of the British Empire. Now, during this time, the British was able to defeat most of the powerful rulers in India and subdue their territories to the mighty British Empire. They defeated the Nawabs of Bengal in eastern India, defeated Tippu, eliminated the French, Marathas were defeated, and Sindh was annexed. Sindh was annexed by Charles Napier. Sindh was annexed by Charles Napier in 1843. Sindh and Punjab were the two independent powers annexed to the British Empire. Lastly, Sindh was annexed in 1843. Punjab got annexed to the British Empire in 1849 by Dalhousie. Sindh was annexed by Charles Napier. Now we are going to have a look at the administrative apparatus existed during the period of Maharaja Rajnith Singh. The administrative system existed in Punjab during the period of Rajnith Singh was a striking balance between the Mughal administrative system as well as the requirements of the state. Rajnith Singh modeled the Mughal administrative apparatus according to the needs of the state. Administrative divisions, we are going to see the name of these administrative divisions, were more or less the same as in the empire of the Mughals. Mughal pattern was followed in the administrative division. The empire was divided into a number of sufas, like the period of the Mughals. In Mughal Empire, the empire got divided into a number of sufas. Likewise, the empire got divided into a number of sufas or province, that is administrative unit below the state came into known as sufa. Sufa was again divided into parganas. Pargana again divided into tappas or taluks. A number of villages joined together to form tappas or taluks. This was the administrative division existed in Punjab during the period of Maharaja Rajnith Singh. When we go through it, it is clear that they borrowed the Mughal administrative system. The king was the founder head of administration. All powers were vested in the hands of the ruler. And there was a council of ministers to help the Maharaja to render his administrative duties. It was not possible for the Maharaja to run the administration of the government single-handedly. So, in order to run the administration of the government, he was helped by a council of ministers. Below the Maharaja was the Diwan. He was like the chief minister. He helped the king in the revenue administration. Diwan was the next important official after the king. Now we have seen the administrative divisions. Now we are going to see who headed these administrative divisions. As we have seen earlier, the empire was divided into a number of supa. Each supa was headed by an officer called Nasim. From this very nomenclature, he engaged in the collection of revenue, maintenance of law and order. These were the duties of Nasim. The head of the Pargana came to be known as Kardar. He headed the Pargana administration. Kardar also mainly involved in the collection of revenue, maintenance of law and order. Chowdhury, you recall that during the period of Mughal administration, Chowdhury was the head of 100 villages. But here under the Sikh in Punjab, Chowdhury was the head of a taluka. The head of the village was Mukkadam. Village was the lowest unit of administration. In addition to these administrative heads, there were officers like Konangos and Padwari. Padwari was record keeper. Konango was a revenue collector, collector of revenue. Konango used it to measure the land and used it to collect revenue. Padwari was a record keeper. These were the officials existed during the period of the Mughal administration as well. What were the major duties of these officials? Collection of revenue. Which were the main duties discharged by the heads of administrative units? Then promotion of cultivation. A good official was a person who would promote cultivation as well as bringing virgin land under cultivation. It was also during the Mughal period a Subedar or an Amalgusar were required to bring new lands under cultivation. Suppression of crimes or maintenance of land order was the other duty discharged by the heads of these administrative units. So, these heads of administrative units engaged in the collection of revenue, promotion of agriculture in the new areas or virgin lands, as well as maintained law and order. With whom did judicial powers vest? The Maharaja was the person in whom the supreme judicial power vested. He acted as the supreme judicial authority. In addition to that, Qazis discharged judicial functions. During the Mughal administration, we recall that Qasi ul Qasat discharged judicial functions and acted as the Chief Justice. And in each Sufa, a Qasi was appointed during the Mughal administration. A Qasi discharged judicial functions in Suba, and Qasi ul Qasat Qasi ul Qasat discharged the functions of the Chief Justice during the Mughal period. Likewise, in the administrative system during the period of Maharaja Ranjit Singh, Qasis discharged judicial functions. The offices were not hereditary in character. The appointment to these posts were based on merit. These officers did not inherit their right to the post. Merit was the criterion based on which appointments were made to these posts. Officials were paid in jahirs. We also recollect this jahirdari system which existed during the period of the Mughals. In the Mughal administrative system also, these officials, military officials, they came to be known as mansabdars. They were not paid in cash, but granting jahirs in lieu of cash salary. Revenue bearing lands were handed over these officials. These officials collected land revenue from these areas, maintained land order. They also maintained a military. After defraying the expenses of the collection of revenue and the maintenance of army, the remaining amount was sent to the royal exchequer. For these officials were not paid any cash salary, but instead of which they were given revenue bearing lands. It came into known as jahirs. But from the second half of the Ranjit Singh period, cash salary began to be paid. Initially, this jahirdari system existed. Now coming to revenue administration. For the administration of revenue, Punjab got divided into three categories. Regions that were leased out, that is, regions given on lease for an annual payment. Regions which were given in grants, that is, jahirs come under this category. Revenue bearing lands were given in grants to the officials. These officials collected land revenue from these areas and maintained land order. Then directly administered regions. These regions were directly administered by the ruler. In these areas, the administrative heads existed, but in jahir lands or in lands leased out, there were no officials directly appointed by the ruler. The officials directly appointed by the ruler functioned in the areas which were directly administered by Maharaja. The main source of revenue was land revenue, which formed the main source of the revenue. The state demand was fixed between 33% to 40%, according to the quality of the soil and the amount invested for cultivation. Based on this, the land tax was fixed, and this land revenue was realized on the basis of Badai, Kankuth and Sapti system. These systems which existed during the period of the Mughals. What was Badai? Under this system, actual production obtained after harvesting as the basis of sharing of crops. That is, the state share was determined only after harvesting the crop. One of the drawback of this Badai system was that state was required to maintain watch and ward staff to ensure that without the consent of the state, nobody was harvesting the crop. Otherwise, it was possible for the cultivator to harvest at least a part of the crop. So, ward and watch officials were required to be maintained at a state cost to ensure that nobody engaged in harvesting. It came into known as Badai. The second system of revenue collection existed in Punjab was Kankuth. It was assessed on the basis of standing crops. The state share was decided before harvesting. What amount or which part was it to be given to the state. One of the merits of this Kankuth system of crop sharing was that the crop failure was shared between the state as well as the cultivator. If the crop was failed, the burden fell on both the state as well as the collector as well as the cultivator. The burden of crop failure fell on both the state as well as the cultivator. But in Badai, it was not the same. The case was different. What was Sapti system? The Sapti is under this system, the land tax was paid in cash or based on the measurement of crops. But in the first two land revenue system, Badai and Kankuth, the crop was given as tax to the state. But in Sapti system, cash was given instead of crops. The state share was fixed based on the condition of the soil, the mode of irrigation as well as expense of cultivation. In addition to the land revenue, ABAPs or the presents were also collected from these cultivators. These are the questions. Examine the features of administration in Punjab under Rajnith Singh and how did Rajnith Singh emerge as a powerful ruler. These are the questions to which you are now able to answer. Thank you, dear students, for watching my class. Thank you.
Hello, good morning everybody. I am Raghunandan Sengupta. So, I will just give you a very brief excitement area of finance, which is quantitative finance, and that has a huge market starting around about 10 years back, and it is exploding exponentially. So, what do we mean by quantitative finance? Quantitative finance is actually the application of different mathematical and statistical techniques in the area of financial markets, be it say for example derivative pricing, be it in the area of say for example portfolio management, be it in the area of asset liability management, be it in the area of portfolio management. We see that the application has exploded in such a way that there is a huge opportunity for people who have a quantitative background in mathematics and statistics. They can utilize those in the area of finance, but obviously with some prior knowledge of finance as a subject. Now, when we say about quantitative finance, as I said, it is an area of applied mathematics and statistics applied in financial markets. Use of different areas, if somebody is interested to know, we have stochastic calculus, we have derivative pricing, we have operation research, we have quantitative techniques like differential equations, stochastic calculus, time series, and they are heavily used in the area of quantitative finance as I mentioned. Now, we all know that in 1997 the Nobel Prize in Economics, so it is basically the Nobel Memorial Prize in Economics was given to the work of Merton and Scholz in the area of derivative pricing, and after that there has been exponential increase in the area of quantitative techniques in quantitative finance and in the area of different type of derivative pricing. With the advent, moreover with the advent of high ended and sophisticated computing data, big data has come in a very big way, where application areas starting from computing, from different type of algorithm design have been taken up in such a big way that nowadays at least we are able to understand that how high frequency data algorithm trading can be utilized using the concept of quantitative finance in the area of finance as such. But there is a flip side also, obviously when there is a huge amount of development. So, obviously due to some regulation errors or something, there has been some pitfalls, which I think is should be a bullet point for people who are really interested to take up quantitative finance, they should be aware. So, consider the financial crisis in 2008 and later on, and we are seeing different banks are failing, different financial institutions are facing a problem, countries are facing a problem like in Europe, in USA. So, what should be done? So, the main thing is that even if you know the technique is best for people who are investors, who are private players, organizations like banks, governments should use these techniques in a very somber manner, such that the application areas of quantitative finance using the techniques which we learned can be utilized in the best possible way to garner the overall the in-depth knowledge a person has in trying to utilize these quantitative techniques in finance. And I am sure that people who have the background, who have the knowledge, who have the sophistication, who have the knowledge of the society can definitely use quantitative finance in a very big way in trying to make their mark in this exciting field, which you are going to see in years to come. And I am sure it will be a very exciting learning tool for all the participants who will take quantitative finance as a subject in years to come. Thank you, and I wish all the participants all the best and best of luck for the programs they will take. Thank you.